And we go across to India. After nearly a week of suspense, TVK chief and actor-turned-politician Vijay is all set to take oath as the Chief Minister of the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Well, once sworn in, Vijay will become the first leader outside the DMK and AIADMK to head the Tamil Nadu government since 1967. Vijay now has to prove his majority on the floor of the Tamil Nadu Assembly by May 13th. Like Vijay's theatrical releases, his political debut proved to be an edge-of-the-seat thriller as TVK scrambled to garner a majority. Well, in a blockbuster political debut, Vijay's TVK won 108 seats in the 234-member Tamil Nadu Assembly. However, the effective tally comes to 107 since Vijay contested from 2 constituencies. And this left the TVK 11 short of the majority mark of 118. On May 6th, the Congress was the first to extend support to the TVK after it ended its alliance with the DMK. With 5 Congress MLAs, the TVK's tally went up to 112, still short of the majority. Well, 2 days later, left party CPI and CPIM followed next, taking the tally to 116. Close, but still too short of majority. But the final piece in the puzzle came together after VCK and the IUML extended support, providing 4 crucial MLAs and taking the TVK's tally well past the majority mark. Well, both VCK and IUML were part of the losing DMK alliance and took 5 days to come on board. And with the numbers finally on his side, the TVK chief met Governor R.V. Arlikar to stake claim to form the government. And this was Vijay's 4th meeting with the governor, and his bid was finally accepted after he produced the letters of support from the allies. All right, to discuss more and get us more from the ground, our principal correspondent Siddharth MP is now joining us live from outside the Jawaharlal Nehru Indoor Stadium in Chennai, where the swearing-in ceremony would be taking place later today. Siddharth, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, yesterday it was definitely a tense moment for TVK, but now Vijay is all set to be the Prime Minister. Tell us about the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. What's the mood like at the ground there? Tell us about that.
So here, elaborate security arrangements are in place. Police are taking no chances. They're taking no chances here. It's absolutely fortified. This entire approach road to the Jawaharlal Nehru Indoor Stadium has been secured in such a way that crowd movement is completely restricted. Only those with limited access are being allowed inside the venue. So the police are taking no chances. Fans are gathered in small numbers along the path. But again, police are limiting the number of those that can gather to prevent any untoward instances. Remember that in the past, when there are multiple events involving Vijay, be it during the election campaign or otherwise, there have been some untoward instances. So police are doing all that they can to prevent all of that and ensure that things go smooth, because this is a 5,000-seater stadium. So it's expected to be a packed house today. However, fans and party cadre are expected to be lining this stretch, and police have added additional barricades so that fans and cadre cannot breach that and get to the main road. So early as even now, it's only after 9:30 that activity will be expected to pick up, and that's when the VVIP movement will start. Right now, it's just the security forces and some of the guests who are arriving over here. But of course, we can expect that things will get further tightened as we progress.
Right, absolutely. And we're looking at some visuals coming in from inside the stadium as well as we show on the screen. Siddharth, and now the next question, I guess, would be that who's getting what in the government, right? That's been some of the critical questions revolving around, even when there was a question about who's going to support, who's going to be the allies for the TVK. Oh, do we have anything on that so far?
Yeah, as we understand, it's mostly going to be the TVK's MLAs who will be taking oath today, and predominantly, let's also tell you that it's going to be the TVK ministers who will be sworn in today. The remaining portfolios will be allocated later. So it's just Vijay and his inner circle that will be getting their key portfolios today. Apart from that, the others will have to wait to see what exactly is going to be the allocation. Certainly, we're given to understand that the Congress will be allocated their portfolios later, but it's only going to be the inner circle that will be sworn in today. And at the same time, most of the other parties that have supported, be it the left parties, VCK, IUML, all of these parties have supported on the grounds that this is unconditional external support. They've not literally allied with this party. So this means that external support essentially means that they will not be expecting any portfolios. They are only doing this because Tamil Nadu needs a stable government. So the only expectation is from the Congress party. We'll have to wait to see what they get allocated, and perhaps there could be a surprise as well, whether somebody from the Congress party is already allocated some portfolio today. We'll have to wait to understand.
Absolutely. And now what we know, as of the information we know, that Vijay has to prove his majority on the floor of the Tamil Nadu Assembly by May 13th. What's more on that? What do we know about that?
On or before May 13th, that is what the governor has told for the floor test. So we'll have to wait and see how Vijay manages this, because there are some small challenges propping up, because there is one DMK minister who lost by a single vote against TVK candidate. So he's approached the court, and that case is expected to come for hearing today. He's approached the court saying that the court must look into this and prevent that MLA from assuming charge or taking oath, because it was just a single vote margin that the minister lost by. So this is one major issue that could pose a challenge. But the fact remains that Vijay has the requisite numbers and he's got external support. And the other factor is the DMK, interestingly, has said that they will play the role of a constructive and responsible opposition and not pose any major challenges to Vijay forming the government or governing. So for that reason, we'll have to wait and see whether the DMK is really going to play an obstructionist role, or whether they will keep their word and whether they will just play the role of a responsible opposition. So one factor that could go in favor of Vijay is if any of the major parties in the state abstain from the voting or the floor test. So if they do that, all their numbers get subtracted and Vijay's majority becomes all the more comfortable. Already he has the requisite numbers, but the fact remains that if there are other parties like AIADMK or DMK or a section of these parties, if they choose to abstain, then certainly the number goes down significantly, and then that's advantage Vijay.
All right, Siddharth. Well, of course, we'll come back to you as and when we get more movement on the ground. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll come back to you later.